What's going on, kids? It's Coach Falcon again, TuffTalk Tuesday. Here's what I want to tell you. I feel like I've done enough research. I feel like I've done just about, well, not about, I've done enough watching. I've researched it. I've seen what's going on and what's happening. And the bottom line here is, and we have this seat so we can sit down and get comfortable. There's something about passion. There's something about loving what you do. If you don't love what you do, you might as well forget about it. If you're going to be successful, and here's the thing that I've noticed and I've heard it 17 million times. You gotta love what you do because you gotta be working your butt off. I'm talking about everybody that I know is successful and everybody that I've sort of studied and looked at puts in about 12 to 16 hours a day. Now, that being said, people are like, what? Blah, 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 blah. You can't do that. Here's the thing. If you love what you do and you're passionate about what you do, that 12 or 16 hours is not a long day. It's not a long time. It's not something that is impossible. Again, if you love what you do, then you can make that kind of thing happen. If you don't, you're going to be in trouble. You understand what I'm saying? So let's keep it real simple. This is about having enough in you to love what you do and do what you want to do the way that you want to do it. Again, it's going to take time, and it's going to take, again, I swear to you, I wish somebody else I could have researched, I would have seen, I would have been able to understand. People who love what they do are successful. And people who are successful love what they do. It's just that simple. So if you're in a situation right now where you know you can't work that 12, 14 hour a day, 16 hours a day, then you're either in the wrong business or you don't want to be successful. You don't want to be an entrepreneur. It's just not in you. So don't worry about it. I mean, it's that cool. It's that simple. So that again being said, find something that you love to do. Sack up, you know what sack up means. Find it in you to drive yourself to do what you want to do, something that you can do for free all day long, something that you can't wait to get up in the morning and do, because that is the only way that you're going to be successful. I could yell at you, I could scream at you, trust me, just hearing that I'm like, woo, that seems like a long day, but you know, if I really think about it, there's a lot of hours in a day that I spend not getting done what I probably could be. I could be more productive. That's what I'm going to say. There is more hours in a day. You can be more productive if you want to be more productive. Again, the bottom line is that you have got to grind. But if you're grinding and you're loving what you do, it's not that big a deal. On a side note, something else that I'm starting to notice. In this world, I feel like there's a shift happening in our society where, you know, the entrepreneurial spirit is out there a little bit more. People are seeking more. People want more. So here's what I'm thinking. What I'm starting to see, or what I'm starting to feel with this shift, is that there are, there's a certain level of people that are controlling the majority of the things that we do out there. But we, as a majority, should be able to have the lives that we want and do the things that we need to do. But here's something that we've got to do, people. We have got to come together. And it doesn't matter about the color of your skin. It doesn't matter about your religion. The bottom line is that it's about socioeconomics. If you make this much money, they don't give a damn about you. If you're up here, they want to be in control of everything that's happening down here. So the poor and the middle class pay for everything. And that top 1%, top 10%, they're living the American dream, or the quote-unquote American dream. Now, you might not agree with that, and again, my personal opinion, again, I'm just looking around and I'm seeing what's going on in our world. The civil unrest, the police brutality, the kids going wild and crazy, and just, people just being pissed off and unhappy in general. And there's a lot to be said about that. And there's a lot, if we look, open your eyes and get beyond the media and stop looking at what everybody is trying to tell you, like on TV or a star or whatever, or, you know, some sort of actor. If this person's not doing something that you admire, don't just admire what they do on the screen or what they do on the stage. What are they doing in their everyday life? You know, are they making a difference in somebody else's life? And if they're not, you really got to take a look at that. You got to look at yourself and you got to say, you know, yeah, I like what you did in that movie, but, you know, the rest of your life ain't about nothing. So, you know, don't try and tell me what the world's all about. You know, really take a look at it. It's not hard for you to figure out that the haves and the have-nots, that gap is growing every single day. And I'm going to tell you something. There is somebody right now that's just doing a lot of talking, and, you know, I'm waiting to see what movie makes next, but take the time to figure out what people are talking about. Don't just judge them based on something that you may have heard about them. Like, there's a guy out there right now that's making a move and he's getting ready to do some things, and, you know, I'm really watching. I'm watching to see what transpires here, because I never would have thought that I would be interested or even thinking about having an interest or following what this person is saying, what they're talking about. So, again, all of your politicians, any leader, any mayor, any pastor, any not a motivational person, but anybody that's talking about doing something in this world, we got to be paying attention, people, because, again, it ain't about the color of your skin. It's just not. It's not about your religion. Bottom line is, it is about money. If they can make money off of you, they're going to keep making money off of you, and they're going to tell you that it's impossible for you to do something, and that's not true. You can do anything that you want to do. We just talked about it. All you got to do is grind and work your butt off and do something that you love to do. So again, politically, I hate to talk about it. Take a stand, figure out what's going on in your world, figure out who you're following, understand what everybody is thinking about, understand what everybody's doing. Take a look at the gap. The haves and the have-nots, it's growing. Middle class is paying for everything, and that's just not right. All right? There's my little spiel. Tough Talk Tuesday. Pay attention to what you're doing. Love what you do. Work your butt off. I'll see you next week.